Well, folks from BDE Travels, welcome to day, I believe, is the end of day 25. Ooh, time flies, and we're almost there, almost at the end of the Camino de Santiago. We're less than 200 kilometers from Santiago de Compostela, so we are, gathering our thoughts and gathering everything that we know that it's about to end the whole Camino. It's been a great experience from the beginning, all the way from when we traveled from the U.S. And Saint Jean Pied de Port and all that. So if you want to see those videos, make sure you go to the playlist and look up the very first video and follow along on the series all the way up to, I think we're all the way up to close to Leon, pretty much, on the video series. Once I finish with the whole Camino this time, then I'll upload the rest of the videos all the way to Santiago de Compostela. What I'm doing now is just a daily update of what I'm doing and what has been going on so far. Last night, it was one of the greatest nights I've had so far in the Camino de Santiago. It was amazing. We stayed at La Posada del Druida in Foncebadon last night. And needless to say, there was a group of Italians. There were like 10 Italians, and we've been crossing paths, for the last few days and stuff. And Nelson was there, and all of a sudden I asked the lady, the owner of the cafeteria, said, "Hey, there's a guitar there. You don't mind if I play along?" Guys, I have not touched a guitar in 15 years, pretty much. So she said, "Yeah, go ahead, take the guitar." So, Italians, Puerto Ricans, and Spanish, we're loud. I mean, we're very loud. So I grabbed the guitar, started playing. All of a sudden, some Italian guys, they came up with a song. I started playing with the song with them. Needless to say, we spent like 3 hours playing songs. Having a great time. They were eating food and drinking. And Nelson and I, we were playing, like La Bamba and La Macarena and a lot of songs. We were even playing Elvis. So imagine Italians singing to Elvis. So it was wonderful. And then we started playing Italian songs like O Sole Mio, and the guys started singing opera. So it was a wonderful night, just like the Camino that I remember in the past few years. Even though we're in the midst of the pandemic, and everyone had their distance, but we've been walking for close to many days, and we were very close, so we had a great time. So if I have anyone saying or complaining that, oh, there's no social distance, give us a break, man. The benefit of sharing the fellowship with the Italians and the Germans and the Spanish, we all felt like family, and we have been staying together in the different hostels together. So it's starting to be like a family. Just like if you come to do the Camino, you're going to get hooked to some other people, and it's going to become a family. You're going to share your Instagrams or your Facebook, your social media, and you're going to keep on, friendships are forever. So we still keep in touch with Giuseppe from Venice, from Rose from Korea, and Paz from Spain. They're still following us, and we still go back and forth. So I'm looking at the Camino de Santiago journal. The link's going to be right below. If you want your own journal, you can find it at Amazon.com. All you have to do is type BDE Travels Camino de Santiago journal, and I believe it shows up very fast. So another thing real quick, just a reminder, my daughter, she has a YouTube channel. She was mentioning that on one of the videos on the Camino de Santiago, that she was going to get a YouTube channel. Well, finally, she has a YouTube channel. It's called Medic Marie. Medic as a doctor, Medic Marie. On YouTube, and just make sure you pay her a visit in there. Share, like, subscribe, and just motivate her, because she's actually doing a really good job, much better than I am. So my heart goes out to her, and a big shout out to my Medic Marie on YouTube. So some of the things that went along today. We left Foncebadon. Man, it was cold in Foncebadon last night. It dropped to like 31 degrees. So the heater had to be kicked on, and the fog was so intense that if you stretch your arm in front of you, you couldn't even see your hand. So it was cold, and it was windy. There was a rain shower going by, and then there was a cold front going by. So it was cold. Needless to say, this morning it was cold too. So coming down from Foncebadon, it's a tough hike. if it rains because it's all wet, and then all the way down from Foncebadon to Ponferrada, from Foncebadon to Molina Seca, it's all rocky hill, and some of these rocks are very sharp. So you make sure you have your trekking poles or something to balance yourself, because if you slip and fall, not only are you going to break some bones, but you can get cut, seriously cut in, and that's not a good place you want to be injured. But I mean, it was a tough descent, but the views, I'm telling you, if it's just for the views, you have to come and do this hike. The views from Foncebadon, especially when you get to El Acebo, the town of El Acebo, oh, they're just wonderful. They're beautiful. You see the rolling hills, the mountains. At that time in the morning, the fog was dissipating, but it was you can still see the fog moving through the mountains. The birds, the sounds. You can't do justice just by me telling you. You have to come and experience that. So we left Foncebadon. We walked 26.8 kilometers. So from Foncebadon to Camponaraya, it's a hike. It's a hike. It's a long day, and it turned out that once we reached Molina Seca, it was a little bit cloudy, but no, the sun came out, and it cleared completely, and it turned out to be a beautiful sunny day. In fact, it went up. We left in the low 40s Foncebadon in the morning, and it went up to 84 degrees next to Ponferrada. So a big change in temperature today. When we were, walking today, we did the alternative route. The first time we went around, we took the regular route, or the biker route, which is from Molina Seca all the way up to Ponferrada. You can stay on the road because they have built sidewalks all the way from one town to the other, all the way. If you stay on that road, which is the main road where the cars are, and you have that sidewalk, it's shorter, a lot shorter. You'll make it to Ponferrada very quick. But we did the alternative route. We go to the bifurcation, and we took a left instead of staying to the right. And I'll show you once I upload the video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, so you get, when we upload that video, you get the information. But we took the left, and I'll give you the information on how does it look and everything. We went through the back side of Ponferrada. And it's very nice, quiet, a little bit of rolling hills in there. There's a town that you go through. It's called Campos, and then you get into Ponferrada on the south. I believe it's southwest side of Ponferrada, or the southeast side of Ponferrada. But it was nice. It was a nice walk, not hard, and it's not paved, but it's doable. So it takes longer. It takes about an extra 45 minutes if you take that bifurcation, which, by the way, all those signs of the Camino, all the arrows are going to point to take that way. But if it's raining, I highly recommend you staying on the road and stay on the sidewalks, and it will take you all the way to Ponferrada, and that way you don't have to deal with all the mud and all the hassles that go through when it's raining. Plus, you'll find more places to eat and more things to do if you stick to the main route, meaning you parallel the main road with the cars and everything. That's the only downside. You'll have a lot of cars, but hey, you do one or the other. The one has a benefit, the other one has a benefit also, and disadvantages and disadvantages. So it all depends what you want to do, but I'm showing you both so that you can make a educated decision now. So when you are here and you encounter the different the different kinds of weather, you can make a decision according to what we've gone through, so that you don't have to go through the hassles of maybe one day you have torrential rains and you take the route that you're not supposed to. Then you'll be up to your toes and up to your knees in mud, and it's horrible. So we try to tell you the information so that you have a better Camino. So we did the alternative route, and I did notice on the way from Molina Seca to Ponferrada, I think it was like 3 albergues that had the sign outside saying we are closed for the season. So these albergues are not going to open even if the pandemic is gone. They just decided that it wasn't worth it, and the albergues apparently most of them are church albergues that they closed because they think that they cannot afford to keep a staff and not have that many pilgrims in there. Although, like I've been saying lately, the influx of pilgrims have actually increased a lot. And like I mentioned before, I mean, last night we were in a room. We were 10 Italians, I think 2 Germans, 1 French, 2 Spanish. Yeah, the Germans were there also, but they weren't singing. But that's why I didn't remember them that much. But the Spanish, oh yeah, they sing. The Italians, they sing. So you have a good time. You have a great time. So I'll put the link for the journal right below. And make sure you like, share, subscribe for our videos. We're recording the Camino de Santiago. And every night I'm going to try to do an update to let you know what's been going on and what's happening on the Camino right now. Today is what? Sunday, the 27th of August. And yes, Chris, thank you. Thank you very much. Like always, you're always there, you know, with your comments. And it inspires us. So thank you. Yes, it's a good Sunday. And then I had another comment on if Puerto Ricans are allowed to go to Spain. Well, before 1898, that we were a Spanish territory. Yeah, we were allowed to come to Spain at any time. But after 1898, and with the United States invasion to Puerto Rico in 1898, we became U.S. citizens, and now we're in a lockdown like every other U.S. citizen. So the only way to make it to Spain is just like I've been explaining all along, that if you have a resident visa and you have to apply for that in the Spanish consulate, then you are able to come, even if you're an American citizen. If you're going to study in any college, you'll get a visa for that. If you request a non-lucrative visa, meaning that you're retired, the Spanish consulate might look at your case and they might approve it. And there are other types of information on how do you get your visa for Spain. It's a little bit of a hassle. It's a lot of paperwork that you have to submit. But that's the only way that Americans can actually travel to Spain. So Puerto Ricans, since we're U.S. citizens, technically we're not allowed to fly unless you go through all the hassles and you fill all the blanks and you fall into a category that allows you to come to Spain, like it is our case in our family. And that's the reason why we are, well, my family right now is in Pamplona. I'm over here in the middle of the Camino. Well, not the middle. Actually, we crossed the 200 kilometer, actually the 197 kilometer line. We crossed it. So it's getting close. It's getting close, folks. And as soon as we're done with that one, I'm going to edit the video, put them right back up so that you can see it. If you want to see them, like I have to make this clear because I've been getting comments about this. Every day, what we're doing with these videos right now, it's just an update of what's going on in the Camino de Santiago right now. Later on, when I'll do the series, they will be on a playlist. So if you want to watch the Camino de Santiago in sequence, you have to go to the playlist, not just the daily updates, because they're going to be out of sync. Because I'm going to have daily updates, and then one day I might upload one of the series videos in there. But if you want to watch them in sequence, you have to go to the playlist and watch them in sequence in there, and that's the way to do it. So, you know, I'm signing off for tonight. It's been great. In fact, I just went to a Mexican restaurant in Spain. It was really good, actually. It was very good. I mean, it was hot. It was picante. It was like hot. But, you know, we're entering the area of El Bierzo. And El Bierzo is very famous for its wines also. So, you know, just to mellow down a little bit of that pique and that hot sauce, just a glass of wine helps a lot for that. And then a lot of water. So, you know, make sure you make your comments. You know, write to me, guys. Whenever you see this video and you have any questions or any comments, just write them down below. And believe me, it really helps. And I do appreciate all your comments because it's kind of it fuels me. To put it that way, it motivates me to wake up and start walking and do the 26, 27 kilometers. I'm trying to break my record. I'm trying to do 37 kilometers one of these days. So let's see. Tomorrow we're gonna tackle. There's a climb out of El Bierzo. All the YouTubers that I've seen so far, when they get to that point, they turn to the left. They don't go up the hill to the right. I'm gonna go up the hill. I'm gonna take the right course out of there, and I'm gonna see, why everybody runs away from it. I have a hint why, because the first part is very steep and it looks very tough, but we'll see. I'm gonna give it a try, and I'm gonna go to the right this time. On the other videos that I'm gonna post with this day, I'll have both. I have, when you turn to the left, you follow the main road, but if you go to the right, you go up the hill, and then you meet on the other town. Today, let me see. I think there was a bifurcation that we took. No, it was the one that I was mentioning at the beginning of the block. It was the one that goes through Campos, a very small town, and they didn't have anything open, so that's that. But last night was wonderful. Today was really good, and tomorrow is gonna be even better. So once again, share, like, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell button, make comments below. I'll read them and I'll answer them on my next Camino update. So signing off here from Spain. We are in the Camino de Santiago. BDE Travels. Thank you for watching.